And I'm Gianna Siacha, and thank you for joining us on this wonderful Wednesday morning. Today is March 25th, 2026.
Today on GML, we check out our favorite social media posts, share some feel-good stories, and keep up with what's hot with Christian Kluver. Plus, stay tuned for an exclusive interview with Carmen Aurelio later in the show.
So, how was your spring break?
It was amazing. I went to Chicago.
Oh my gosh, same.
Wow, I think I saw you there.
I think I saw you too.
We went to, what was it? It was like a horror-themed coffee shop.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was cool.
And then they had like the record store attached to it.
The record store was cool.
That was really cool.
Shout out Cooper. He bought a Skyfall poster.
I think so.
It was like $5.
It was like our staff that we kept using. It was like our walking stick.
Yeah, I don't know where we went or what we did, but it was fun.
We went to Logan Square, and then we took a bus to Wicker Park. Went to a few thrift stores there too.
I went home. To kick us off this morning, let's take a look at some of our favorite social media posts this week.
Alrighty.
I love this one.
Yeah, this one's really good, Brandon.
So basically, like, you ever seen the new Avengers? Have you seen those? The Void? That's what that was.
Oh, like from Thunderbolts?
Yeah, no, New Avengers.
No, New Avengers, yeah, because they have the asterisk next
Yeah.
to the...
That's what that was.
That was what it was?
Have you seen the edits they make of him?
Maybe?
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
The theme song they use is so cool.
He's back. I actually saw that movie for the first time back in like August, maybe?
No, I'm not
August
gonna
or
lie.
September?
I was kind of hating on the movie. The ending is bad.
Oh, the ending? I didn't like the ending. But I thought the whole rest of the movie was good. I mean...
No, I thought
Yeah.
it was enjoyable, but the end, like, I hate to spoil it here, guys, but
Beep.
it sucks. It sucks. Like, I'm not with it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that one was okay, but in comparison to... Oh, we have one.
This is my TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Wait, what is happening?
She went to go kick the ball and she rolled on top of it. Thankfully, it's never happened to me. Maybe it's happened to you, though.
I don't want to talk about it because it has happened to me.
That's crazy. I don't understand how you do that. You have to be more skilled to do that on accident.
Yeah, I'm super skilled in soccer,
Super
actually.
uncoordinated.
Yep, that's me. I have no athletic bone in my body. I love sports, but
you know,
I don't play them.
This is yours?
Yeah, you just had to be there. Playing run.
You know what the worst feeling is at this game? When you get tapped on the shoulder and told to get logged out of the computer.
No, because why would I play this in math class on cool math games? So like back in middle school, they would exit out of my browser or whatever.
We used to have like a computer lab and we had like designated computer lab time.
Yeah, wait. That was like when I was in elementary school.
Yeah, I think I was Well, I went to private school, so it was all like,
okay.
Tell me why I'm getting told. We had to do like typing things.
Oh my God, yeah. And then they had the cover. We had like an orange thing that like covered our keyboard.
Yeah.
Oh my God, PTSD from that. Now I type like, like dinosaur. But anyways.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back with some feel-good stories, sure to brighten up your week.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought-after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Looking for more comfort when you fly? United Airlines is unveiling a new seating option in its economy section. Instead of having 3 seats in a row, customers will feel like they're sitting or lying on a couch. Those flyers will get a mattress pad, blankets, and extra pillows to use. The option allows for more legroom and the ability to sleep and stretch out. United will offer this new seating arrangement for long flights. The airline calls it United Relax Row, ideal for families with small children, solo travelers, and couples who want extra room. I need that.
Does someone have to pay for 3 seats then? Or
I think it's you and like 2 other strangers, and you guys are just laying down.
that's messed up.
You get extra pillows and blankets, though.
That's true. Yeah, I wonder if you get to keep it, because you know how sometimes planes give you like the mask
No.
if you're going across seas? I've never been across seas.
Listen, if I'm getting a pillow and blanket, that's going right in my bag. I'm not
It's
handing
free.
it back.
Free.
It's free one way or another.
There you go. 2 bear cubs are now in the care of San Diego Humane Society's Ramona Wildlife Center. The brothers arrived in Ramona, California on March 15th after their mother was deemed a threat to public safety. She was humanely euthanized by the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. The cubs are thought to be around 2 to 3 months old. The plan is to raise the cubs and eventually return them to the wild. Wow.
They're cute.
Yeah. I feel like crazy stuff happens in California.
I don't know, man. It's not here.
Hey, as long as they're getting released back into the wild, that's all that matters.
They're probably like this big, you know?
But they're baby cubs.
I'll play with them.
Okay, sure.
It's a reunion more than a decade in the making. A Philadelphia family has 2 dogs stolen from a backyard in Mayfair back in 2015. One of the dogs was found, but the other, named 40 Cal, never came home. 40's family searched for days, which turned into weeks and years. Time moved on and the family relocated to Luzerne County, Pennsylvania, but they never forgot him. They made sure to keep 40's lost pet report active and ensure his microchip information was up to date, despite thinking he was long gone. Then, ACCT Philly founder, a senior stray on Saturday night. The shelter scanned his microchip, and because the information was current, they were able to finally contact the family with the happy news. 40 Cal was finally able to go home.
I'm glad that story came out with a good ending.
Hip hip hooray to 40 Cal.
40 Cal.
Glad he made it home.
Imagine like losing your pet for years and then they just come back.
No, that's actually crazy though. Like years?
I would think they'd be long gone.
At least they didn't give up hope. That's like,
Yeah,
and they got their light at the end of the tunnel.
that's true. That's true.
Stay tuned for an exclusive interview with Carmen Arellano.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused.
A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out that self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and your mental health.
Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you?
We're your lungs. We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savebythescan.org.
Welcome back. I'm here with Carmen Arellano from St. Augustine College. Welcome.
Good morning.
Can you tell us a little bit about St. Oscar Romero and what the celebration at St. Augustine consists of?
Okay, yesterday we celebrated Oscar Romero, St. Oscar Romero, Monsignor Oscar Romero. He's from Central America. And yesterday, March 24, we did not necessarily celebrate his death. We celebrated his life and his legacy. Back in 1980, he was shot during the time that he was celebrating Mass at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So we are remembering his legacy. He used to speak for the Salvadorian people. So that was primarily our event yesterday. We started with a Mass at 12 o'clock, followed by a lunch that consisted of pupusas, which is a Salvadorian dish. We had beans, rice. It was well attended. We had the visit of the Lewis Mariachi, which was wonderful, having their music both in English and Spanish. We also had speakers from the Uptown area. We had the alderman from the 40th district. We had representatives from other organizations that support primarily the immigrant population. We had guest speakers for Centro Romero. Centro Romero is in the Uptown area, and it's an agency that has helped thousands and thousands of immigrants. And a lot of our alumni from St. Augustine College currently work at Centro Romero. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud to see that our alumni, our students, continue with that social responsibility of giving back to the community what they once received from St. Augustine College. So that was our celebration yesterday. At 7 o'clock in the evening, we also had a special reading regarding, the title was El Evangelio Jornalero, which translates to the Gospel of the Day Laborer. We had the 12 people that simulated the 12 apostles. It was an excellent reading because it represented what many of our day laborers go through every day, being at Home Depot, waiting for someone to pick them up to do work. And it was funny to hear that Home Depot, at least yesterday, was called Home Depot, and I thought, oh, that's kind of funny. So yeah, and it was a bilingual reading last night, a dramatization. It was bilingual, primarily in Spanish, but we had English subtitles. So the whole community, the students enjoyed it. Yeah.
I think it's nice for at least the community to feel connected, not only in Spanish, but also in English.
Yes.
And I guess hear the stories of various different people.
Yes. Yes, and that was our, St. Augustine College was founded by Latin Americans for Latin Americans, but nowadays we welcome everyone from all parts of the world. And that's what we're trying to do, to make people from other places, from other countries, from Southeast Asia, from Africa, to feel that St. Augustine is their home as well.
And then what opportunities are to volunteer for this event and future events?
Yes, yesterday we had a lot of volunteers from Centro Romero. We had alumni who also volunteer. As far as our common events, we celebrate St. Augustine Day, of course. St. Augustine Day will be celebrated on the day of his feast, which is August the 28th. It falls on a Friday this year. But there's opportunities for volunteer for students for St. Augustine Day, August 28th, and then also for National Immigrants Day, which is October 28th. And this year we will be celebrating Our Lady of the Peripheries. So there's also opportunity for students to volunteer for the community. Our celebrations always begin with a Mass at 11 o'clock, followed by a lunch, a barbecue, or given the weather. And nowadays that we are partnering with Lewis Mariachi, they come and play for us, and we love to have them there.
It sounds like so much fun. Like all the celebrations, are they all day events?
Pretty much, yes. Sometimes they go for 5 hours, so people can come and go. Yesterday was an all day, so we had people coming to enjoy the readings, the dramatization last night at 7 o'clock at night. But yeah, they go where, students, alumni have the opportunity to come and go throughout the day.
Yeah, and with all these events, they're very community-based. What do these events mean to the community?
Oh my God, that we are still there. that we are open for them. In terms of alumni, they feel that they come back home, that St. Augustine continues to be a home where they have fun, where they see others, that it still represents a home for them. It's a way of maintaining a relationship, and also for them to give back to the community, to feel that what they learned at St. Augustine, that the seed that was planted to them, they are able to distribute that to the community and attract others to come back to St. Augustine to begin their education, taking courses in Spanish, and then slowly moving on to taking bilingual courses and finish their careers in English.
I think it's a very beautiful concept for them to have an experience and then spread that to other people, and also to have a place that they would call home.
Yes, yes.
Are there any accommodations for non-Spanish speakers at these events?
You know, now with AI, we have digital translations all the time, but our students, our volunteers are bilingual. So we do try to make sure, and now even with the mariachi, they're singing in English with the tone, with the music in Spanish, but they sing in English. So language is not a barrier anymore. There's so many ways that people can feel welcome.
And then where can students learn more about the events?
Well, we always post our flyers here at Lewis as well. I currently work for Mission and Ministry, so our flyers are always posted on the TVs, needless to say, Instagram, Facebook. So there's lots of opportunities for the students here and at St. Augustine to learn about what's going on.
Yeah, and what's the username for the Instagram and Facebook for those who don't know?
It's just St. Augustine,
Okay.
St. Augustine News, yes.
Gotcha. Well, thank you so much for being here. I'm sure I really appreciate it, and I learned a lot. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much, Brandon, for having me here, and for me to let the community know what we are doing for the community and for the students and for everyone.
Yeah,
thank you, Brandon.
So much. Of course. We'll be right back after this with another segment of Keeping Up with Christian.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years and I got my third child who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
It is a new day for jobs and careers, and the skills needed to compete are rapidly changing. This is why more students are choosing Lewis University. Lewis prepares you for emerging opportunities in some of the most highly sought after fields. Higher education is the most crucial investment you can make in your future. Lewis provides you with a lasting education that will launch you towards success today and strong growing careers of tomorrow. Begin an education that will pay dividends for a lifetime. Learn more at lewisu.edu.
Good morning, Flyers, and welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with Christian, your go-to guide for everything that is happening here at Lewis, around Chicago, and of course, all over your social media feeds. I'm Christian, and we are officially heading into the last week of March, which means that spring is finally starting to show up, and campus is busy again, and there is a lot going on here this week. So let's get into it. Here's what you can do Wednesday through the weekend. So trending here at Lewis, starting right on campus, here are the events that you'll definitely want to actually check out. Wednesday, March 25th, there is a Thrift and Art Fair from 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at the Student Center, so you can shop local, support student artists, and find some really, really cool stuff. The Yum Dum food truck is going to be here from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Student Center. Everybody loves a food truck, the perfect food stop for the midweek, and obviously it's going to be really good. Day of Giving is going to be all day from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Stritch Hall in the Sunroom, a chance to give back and get involved for the Lewis community. And for workout classes, Spin and Core is going to be from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. in the Rec Center. Yoga is going to be from 2:15 to 3:15 p.m. later that day in the Rec Center as well. Going into Thursday, the famous Tasty Treat Thursday is still here, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Darcy Great Room. Free snacks, coffee, and tea all throughout the day. The Dr. Leonard Wiesenthal Colloquium is going to be from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. at room 158A in the Academic Science Center. It's a guest speaker from the physics department. An open mic night is going to be from 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Embers Tap House. Everybody loves Embers. It has live music, performances, and it's a great night to get right off campus, super close by. Spin and Core is going to be from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. during the common hour, and circuit training is going to be from 4:15 to 3:15 p.m. And my favorite, restorative yoga, is going to be from 3:15 p.m. to 4 p.m. And on Friday, yoga is going to start out the morning, and Pilates from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. during the common hour. It's also Wear Red for Flyer Red Friday. I feel like that's our new tradition, so definitely make sure you are wearing those red outfits. And Lewis Baseball is going to be versing Truman State, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Brennan Field. And the Graduates Toolbox is going to be from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. that night in the Darcy Great Room. A great night to reflect on your time at Lewis, and dinner is included, so why not? Rolling into the weekend, the Rampiano Berrias is going to be from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and the flight deck focused on community, culture, and mental health. Lewis Baseball doubleheader is going to be versing Truman State from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. and at 3:30 p.m. till 6:30 p.m. at the Brennan Field. Lewis Men's Lacrosse is going to be versing Maryville from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and it's Alumni Day. And to end out the week on Sunday, our baseball team is going to be versing Truman State again, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Now, everybody's favorite, my favorite, I know, let's get into the city. If you're trying to get off campus, have a great weekend, there is plenty to do. Our teleprompter got out. So the cherry blossoms are starting to bloom at the Jackson Park. It is one of the best spots for spring photo shoots in Chicago. The Chicago immersive art scene is also trending right now. So exhibits like the Color Factory, the interactive light installations, all over social media. So you definitely have to check that out. March Madness watch parties are everywhere still. Bars in Wrigleyville, River North, Old Town, all packed with college students. I know I'll definitely be in Wrigleyville next month in April, so I hope I see you guys there. Food halls are also going to be happening out, like the Time Out Market and the Revival Food Hall. Those are super popular right now. They're perfect for groups, quick bites, and just trying different places out if you are in the city. Weekend vintage and street markets are also happening in Logan Square. I'm super excited about this one too. Everything from thrifting, vinyl, clothing, small businesses, everything is there and is a great place to shop. And with the weather getting better as well, the Chicago Riverwalk is also starting to come back to life, just like the flowers of spring. People walking, grabbing coffee, and just being outside again. And to wrap up, what is happening on social media? What is the pop culture buzz? What's going on? Obviously, like I said, March Madness is still dominating everything. Brackets, upsets, everyone pretending like they know basketball. I know I don't know basketball at all. The spring glow up trend is also taking over TikTok. Hair, fitness, routines, full life resets. Everyone is posting their lives. And going into that, day in the life videos are back and everywhere. College routines, morning vlogs, and productivity content. I know I'm filming one currently right over there. New music drops are starting to pick up. Artists are going to be releasing songs obviously right now as their summer tours are going to be beginning for 2026. So definitely look at that. Instagram is shifting from that winter aesthetic into spring, obviously, as well. There are outfit sunlight posts, more outdoor content. And with summer coming up, like I also said, the festival lineups for 2026 are going to be dropping. Lollapalooza, Summer Smash, everything you can think of, which means that everyone is already planning their summers out. Are you? Get on it. And that is everything that is happening here this week at Lewis, around Chicago, and online. Whether you're hitting the thrift fair, grabbing food from the truck, or going to open mic night, or heading into the city, there's definitely a lot to do this week. I'm Christian. This has been Keeping Up with Christian. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
For over 50 years, WLRA has been on air showcasing countless students. As the first all-digital college radio station, Lewis University students are given access to industry-leading equipment. Equipment that commercial stations utilize, equipment that creates, and equipment that brings radio to life.
I like WLRA because it gives me the opportunity to get experience with news broadcasting and working with radio.
Stop by De La Salle 210 or at WLRA Radio to get started on your radio career.
Well, that's it for this episode of Good Morning Lewis. I'm Brian Najera.
And I'm Gianna Siacha. Make sure to follow our socials, Lewis University Television on YouTube and LU Television Network on Instagram. We'll see you here next week, right here on Good Morning Lewis.